it's not that you don't know your purpose. You keep trying to tell yourself that like what you truly want to do in your heart, you're selling yourself short. That's why you don't know what you want to do, because you keep trying to run away. So, speaking from myself, from my experience, I would tell people I would be insecure and try to say, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I want to do. Mm-hmm. That's because I was selling myself short. I have big dreams. I eventually one day would run for office or do something in government. Mm-hmm. I want to build my own schools. I want to build my own network, and I want to build all these different things. Mm-hmm. That's why, and don't hold back. That's why Nate told me that. Don't hold back. Stand in what you truly want. You have ideas and things that you truly want to execute, but because you keep comparing, you keep looking at everybody else's plate, you're not focused on yours. Really, so now, love the intro and the outro. I just wish you would speed it up and give me like that. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Traumaless podcast.
You want me to speed that up?
Yes, that it would make it so. You know what I'm talking. You get what I'm saying. You know the voice. Like, this episode has been brought to you by another episode. Like that. I don't know.
I'm about to try right now.
I don't know if you could talk that.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. If you like this episode, please make sure to follow, like, comment, and subscribe to all episodes.
Welcome to the Traumaless podcast. 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 Welcome to the Traumaless podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to the Traumaless podcast. Make sure that you follow, like, comment, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms at Traumaless Podcast. Or you can donate to our Traumaless Cash App at Officially Traumaless. Links for everything will be found on a link tree that is in the description below. Thank you and enjoy the episode. I'm your host, JR, and this is my co-host, Pat.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You guys feeling? I know over here at the Traumaless podcast, we like to do a mental tap in and check in and see how, the people are feeling. So, JR, let us know. How are you feeling today? What's your week been like?
If I can get my emotion wheel to pop up, Jesus.
Oh, my Lord.
No, don't blame me. Blame the service in here. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. See. Struggle. Thank you. I'm gonna go through the photos. No, I'm joking.
All right.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yo.
At this point, right now, after what you just said, I'm disgusted.
Who swipes in somebody's phone?
A lot of people that are curious.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Nosy Nancy's. I'd say just recently I've been feeling probably a little bit insecure and weak right now in this moment. Like, as far as like yesterday and today, I'm in pain because of my tooth. Just got my tooth pulled, so it's like, yeah, I'm in pain. But overall, like just been a little bit like insecure within myself and everything. So
What's been going on mentally? Like, what have been some of the thoughts? Like, why have you been feeling that way?
I think it's just feeling like that I don't have a purpose. Like, feeling like that I'm not doing what I need to for the business. Feeling like that I can't find like the answers to certain questions, or can't even figure out
The questions I need to be answering. So, yeah, I think it stems from those things. And when it comes to feeling insecure within myself, like, granted, I have you and Nate to be able to do all those things, but then when I see how y'all operate and how y'all are able to do things, now it makes me feel like, damn, am I holding us back a lot? And now I start to feel insecure. Cop the merch.
No, we was talking about this a little bit earlier. What do you think? I wanted you to kind of talk about like that, what you was explaining to me earlier, like about the right questions, like kind of like when you was telling me about, your friend telling you about you don't know how to ask the right questions, and we was kind of talking about that a little bit. Kind of talk about that a little bit and like how that ties into like you feeling like you don't know the right questions.
First off, you can name drop. You can name drop if you wanted to. Danielle, yeah, like she had told me that a lot of times I don't ask the right questions, even certain situations where a lot of stuff will require you to kind of have a little bit more forward thinking and to ask those questions, because it's like preventative measures type stuff. But me not thinking of that, I think step by step by step by step. I like, if I've never been in those positions, I'm not going to necessarily think of those questions to ask. And a lot of times I just be thinking moment. These are the questions that I'm thinking in that moment, and I don't think about the other stuff. I was just like, okay, whatever happens. Like this is what is going on.
Now let me ask you this, because you did mention it. Why do you think that when you see me and Nate doing what we're doing, why do you think it makes you feel bad as opposed to motivate you?
Insecurities again, like not having confidence within myself. Like Nate's very talented in what he does. And that's kudos to him. Like with him making beats, like him being able to do all the editing and with the visuals and the audio and all that type of stuff. Like he's very talented in what he does, which I applaud him. I'll never try to sit here like, oh, I'm jealous or envious of what he got going on. And with you, with all the knowledge that you have, like the way that your mind works, like you see the world in different ways that I don't think about. Like, so, and with the knowledge and the talent that you even have, like, it's not that it doesn't motivate me. It's just basically just like my own insecurities, where all I know is failure. And so that's all I'm comfortable with, because I'm afraid to succeed. And I probably said this on the first episode that we ever did. I'm afraid to succeed. So therefore, since I don't know what comes with that and what it really takes to doing it, when I did try to succeed and I failed, it's like, well, I know what failure feels like. So it's like, I might as well just get comfortable. And like, what happens if I do succeed and then I fell again? Like, I got up just to be let down. Like, so it's a lot of insecurities and lack of confidence within oneself.
That's funny. So like, hearing you say that, and that's why I feel like it's important that we have these conversations. Or we do, like, it was important for us to do a mental tap in, because you never know what the next person is dealing with. And it's funny you say all of that and you're looking at us and like all of our talents. But truth be told, I could say I felt the same way at times. But you wouldn't think that just because of the way, you know, I present and carry myself or how I may show up. Because you're only looking at we compare ourselves every single day, and like especially with social media now, it's like all we do is see somebody else's highlight reels. So it's like every time you see somebody doing something, it's like you comparing that to yourself and like, well, damn, I'm not doing this and I'm not. So I truly do understand and feel where you're coming from. I do want to ask, like, what do you think your strengths are? Like, what is Darren good at?
What is JR good at? I have no idea. It's all good. Everybody already know that Darren and JR, we one and the same. Like, one and the same separate people. But I truly don't know. That's something that I constantly, excuse my vocabulary, try to figure out. For many years, I always try to be like, oh, like, what am I good at? What is it that makes me who I am? And like, unfortunately, I do a lot of comparison, and I'm like, okay, like this person has a talent. What the hell is my talent? What is it that I'm able to monetize and make money off of when it comes to myself? Or what is it that just comes naturally easy to me, besides pissing people off?
You're very good. What was that word I said? He's very. I said you were very polarizing, and I want to get the exact definition, because you know me, I don't know how to sometimes.
Don't mind me if I'm over here touching on my face, because like I said, y'all, I had a tooth pulled, yesterday, this joint been killing me. Like, I gotta take me another pill for this pain. Popping perkies.
A perk is not bad. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I can't. No,
Perky's not bad.
It's not.
What?
But like honestly and truthfully, what I can't stand about today's world is like fake perfect. Like everybody act like let's be real. Like people do drugs, people have sex.
Of course.
People do, like
It's just like when it comes to certain people that you know, just to hear them say certain stuff, it's like, wait a minute, what? like if y'all was to have, if I say, oh, I did shrooms before, y'all would be thrown off. Like, what?
you did shrooms before?
Fuck no.
But that's why I wouldn't believe it, because you present yourself as like, I don't do this.
Exactly.
See, me,
So
I
it would
just
throw you
don't
off.
tell people my business.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't, you don't know what I do.
But all I know is that Pat, he drinks a little bit and he smokes. I don't know what else you do, but I know the two things that you do. So it's like, if you sit here and say, oh yeah, I did perks, I did ecstasy, I did, I'm not saying that you did, I did cocaine or meth. Like, what?
So, essentially polarizing, not to cut you off, but,
No,
to get back to the topic. Polarizing is causing strong disagreement between opposing factions or groups. And that's literally what I said. And I don't think it's a bad, like, if you think about it, Donald Trump is very polarizing. People have to understand, like, that is one of your talents, to strike up emotion within people. You just haven't started really tapping into it to the point where you're using it to your advantage. I.e., an example of a polarizing person, Donald Trump. Just like how you have your different thought. And I use that not to compare, like, I don't care about the bullshit that everybody says, but, like, this is to give it a prime example. Just like you have your opinions and this, that, and the third, and people view you as this one certain way, but you may not really truly be attached, or you may not feel this way. This is just an opinion or an argument that you're stating, and it's causing a lot of stir up in a lot of people. I think the thing with you is that you haven't realized that is a gift of yours, and that you haven't, like, because you view it as a bad thing, but you haven't realized, like, having the ability to cause people to feel something, that is the most powerful thing.
I guess, but it's negative emotions that I'm causing. So it don't come across as if it feels good.
The truth hurts. Truth hurts.
Like, you want to know what's funny? I'm sorry to cut you up. Like, because when it comes to, like, me saying stuff and it causes a reaction. So, you already know I be on TikTok Live and all that type shit. And yesterday got on one, like, and the question was, like, should a man expect a woman to only, like, talk to him during the dating phase and stuff like that? And I straight up had said, no. Like we're dating, we're not committed to each other. So it's like a woman is going to date multiple men, weigh her options, just like a man is going to do the same thing. Like, immediately, boy that was on the panel, he had said, you're a simp. I'm like, what? How does that make me a simp? Because I understand reality. Like, but that immediately, like, from what you're saying, like, that caused a reaction out of somebody. Like, but it's a fact.
I said I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself. It's like when you are, it's about being confident and standing true to who you are and not letting that waver. Like, I think for you, from what I see, and just off of the things that I do here, it's like, even though you know who you are, when you are having these conversations or debates, you're trying to defend your character, which causes you to now, every time you're having a conversation or, expressing your opinion, and you don't know how to detach from this is just my thought and my opinion and my, like, my idea or whatever the case may be, from who you are. If you can't detach that from, like, who you are as an actual person, every time you have some type of in dialogue with somebody or some type of debate, and they don't agree or they go against or they have these different you're now, damn, that's crazy. I just figured out the answer myself in talking to you. But no, like, you're now, like, you're now taking it personal as a personal attack. You're now taking it personal, and you're now now here come the insecurities, here come the lack of confidence because you were so tied into this idea and this opinion and you're attached to it. So that would be kind of like one little piece of advice I would say, but I definitely, that's something that, like I said, you know how to stir up emotions within people. That is one of the best gifts that there is. We have a president who has become the most successful person in the world, regardless of how you feel about whether you hate him or love him. You know who he is, and he somehow made his way to being president. You think he got president because everybody liked him and thought he was the best? No, he did whatever. He polarized. That's how you strike up. You know, you get people to even look at the event. Like, there's so many different cases, example. But that's one way that I feel like that's one thing that I know you're good at. You just haven't really tapped into it. And just speaking from, like, just experience, like, there was something else I was going to say, but, like, oh, that's what I was going to say. Or going to ask you, or kind of just put into your mindset of just, like, the fact that you say you don't know your purpose. It's not that you don't know your purpose. You keep trying to tell yourself that your like, what you truly want to do in your heart, you're selling yourself short. That's why you don't know what you want to do, because you keep trying to run away. So, speaking from myself, from my experience, I would tell people I would be insecure and try to say, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I want to do. That's because I was selling myself short. I have big dreams. I eventually one day will want to run for office or do something in government. I want to build my own schools. I want to build my own network, and I want to build all these different things. That's why, and don't hold back. That's why Nate told me that. Don't hold back. Stand in what you truly want. You have ideas and things that you truly want to execute, but because you keep comparing, you keep looking at everybody else's plate, you're not focused on yours. So now it looks impossible because you don't have all the steps. You don't have, it looks impossible. So now you're trying to shift. You're trying to ignore what you really want to do for something that's more feasible and tangible to monetize. And that's another thing. That's also your problem. Stop doing it stop trying to figure out what to monetize and just be you. And I'm saying this because this is what this whole thing literally has been for me. Literally every time y'all see me, I'm like, what do you think I'm in my head about? What do you think? Trying to figure out my purpose, trying to figure out what it is I want to do. Trying to, you think I want to work a 9 to 5? I'll be damned if I work a 9 to 5 the rest of my life. That's why I moved the way I moved. That's why I studied it, because I know that this is not for me. I'm not going to settle for this. So, fast forward, what you're naturally good at. You have an opportunity, a conversation pit. You're naturally good at doing that.
I ain't gonna say I'm naturally good at doing that.
You are. This is what you keep when somebody is telling you don't see it, but I'm literally sitting here telling you what you're good at. That's the problem. That's another thing. Sometimes you have to listen and see how people view you. That's what this year has been for me. You came to me about doing the podcast. I already was going to do a podcast, but I bullshitted and this, that, and third. Why? Imposter syndrome, insecurities, bad habit. Sometimes it takes the people around you to see your value and pull it out of you, which is what this podcast has done. I told you, doing this, I didn't care about the money. I didn't but look how it's growing and it's evolved. I've now found my purpose again. I've now found that one thing that I will now spend the next 10 years of my life, with the rest of my life, to build. You get what I'm saying? So now
you was gonna get there regardless.
Yeah.
It took
having people around me to see the vibe. I'm literally telling you what it took. And now you have a person who's telling you and pushing you. Just like how you're fighting me now about all the stuff we be talking about. Did I not do that when we started this podcast?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's yeah, you're all right. You're not alone. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. If you didn't feel the way that you was feeling, then something is wrong. If you didn't feel if you just always was just content, always happy, those are the people that have real problems, not the people that think they have problems. You're supposed to be up and down. You're supposed to fail and succeed. Nobody cares about the person that just is always successful. Look at the people that we've had on our podcast. Look at the different stories that Kev, the other girl, they just stumbled upon, don't nobody got all the answers to the shit, but they just, this is what I'm good at. This is who I am. Let me just continue to be me.
Right.
So I hope that I didn't mean to get off into a little tangent, but
Nah, you straight, bro.
like I said, I've been talking to you, this is what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all go through the same, not all of us, the like-minded people. The people that are not a part of the hive mind, we all go through the same things, and until we start talking to each other and expressing this, we feel like we're alone.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. And you just stated the people that are not a part of the hive mindset. Key word or key phrase: hive mindset. That leads into our main topic of the episode: the hive mindset. So, when we was trying to figure out what we wanted to talk about for today, I started to think about when I would be on these TikTok lives and how a lot of the times the people all think alike. They all keep putting the fingers at each other, and also from our conversation that we had yesterday, what is that? Like, are we getting down to the root of the problems? Are we actually trying to figure out an answer? Like, so a lot of times I'm just like, yo, like, we really, like, we're having these conversations, which is like fine. Like, some of them, when you ask, like, what are the main purpose of these conversations that they're having, some are just for money, so therefore they're rage baiting and just try to get people to come on there. Some are to inform, like, and what was the third one that I said? I forget the third one. But either way, like, the fact that a lot of the people have the same ideology, like the women towards the men towards the women. There are some that are detached from the hive mindset that come on there and try to educate and break things down. Like some of the older guys that I be hearing, the stuff that they say, and even some of the women. Like, I hear women advocate for men on there. I be hearing men advocate for women and like, hey, listen, I be seeing young boys out here, like, they girl be outside of their car pumping gas and everything. They like, yo, like, what you doing, bro? You supposed to be over here doing that. So I hear the different sides, but the loudest voice are the hive mindset. They're making the biggest noise, the biggest buzz. So I really wanted to try to like dive a little bit deeper into that and try to really break apart that whole mindset and why are we seeing so much of it.
The algorithm.
So social media
is not real life. Social media it's called a hive mind. So when you was talking, I was just sitting here visualizing all of this different stuff, right? And that's a couple different ways this conversation, like, we'll branch off in different, parts, but like, social media has ruined, like, what is the word? Social, like, what's the word? What, like,
social construct.
Like, I don't know. Social media has ruined humanity. Like social interactions, humanity, like how we view the world, how we view people, how we, like, it has fucked us all. Because the thing about it is yes, people love drama, people love entertainment, and to your point, people know that, okay, if this is what people like to see, this is what I'm going to give them. To your point, that I'm going to do this. How can I formulate this? So the algorithm is made to keep people engaged, to keep people on the app, right? To your point, that's why we always see the hive mentality, because that is what keeps people engaged. The algorithm is going to constantly push that out because people like drama, people like entertainment, people don't really too much care for the average basic person doesn't care for solution. So now what happens is then you have people who are not attached to the mind, to the hive mind. They see this hive mindset, it triggers them because, again, back to the point, you are so attached to the idea and the opinion that you have. The algorithm, the hive mind, it's polarizing. It's something that stirs up an emotion with you. So therefore, with everybody understanding this, regardless of how you feel or whatever the case may be, everybody knows and understands that people love drama, people love entertainment. Do you have a mixture of people who don't want to think for themselves, who don't care to think for themselves, who don't want to go aside? You have and this is all within the Hive mindset. You have people who just are sheep. They like to be told what to do. They like to be told what to think. They like to be told how to feel. They like all of this stuff is coming from. It's a product of the Hive mind, right? And I'm starting to see and realize, because to your point, there are people within the Hive mind that take advantage, that keep pushing, like you said, they don't care about a solution for real. It's just about the money. It's just about like whatever it is for them, fame, whatever it is that they want. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because like prime example, when like a guy that was on a podcast, he called me out for when it came towards pandering. Like try to say that saying that, oh, I didn't understand the definition of pandering. He would ask me like, hey, what does pandering mean? Like, I'm not trying to answer the question because I already know where it was going to lead. Whether or not I know the definition or don't know the definition, all it was going to do was, it was just going to trigger something. Like if I give him the definition, he was still going to say that I'm not using it right. He's still going to lead it to his point of what he wanted. I don't answer the question. Now it's still a matter of, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, so therefore let me debunk whatever you're saying, and therefore women don't listen to him. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the definition. I'm gonna give you the textbook definition. I'm gonna look it up. And he's like, oh, so now you just looking up the definition. We could all do that. You didn't ask for anything else. Like you wanted the definition, so I gave you the textbook definition of it. But I brought that up because when we use those words and we say certain things, when it comes towards monopolizing or monetizing, off of certain things, people use others. You have somebody that be like, you know what? Let me use what I can, lead these people and make money off of them.
I ain't gonna lie, when you said monopolize and I'm like, oh, that was synonymous, because that's really what it is.
That's it.
Monopolizing the mind. Control how you think, control how you view people.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of like, when we sit here and say, oh, like you're pandering and all that type of stuff, because you are actively trying to get these people to come over to what you're saying. You're trying to get them constantly to feed off of you. And now as you're doing that, it's like, hey, now you're feeding into my pockets. You're coming over to my ideology of things. When it's like, you're leading them the wrong way. You're trying to invoke other things in other people as well. Like now, as I'm over here making these people feel good, I'm making them feel upset. And now they are constantly coming over here and try to debunk everything I'm saying. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. You get what I'm saying?
I do. So, okay, so what is like so with that being said, what about that is, what would you say your struggle with that is?
As far as like pandering or
just overall, like, so pandering, but then also to, like you said, how you ended up, like there's no when, it's no either you got the people that are coming, like that are good, then it's like where's the,
so the whole pandering aspect of things is just like you're constantly causing these people to, you're adding fuel to the fire. You're not coming with solutions. You're just trying to constantly put these people on a pedestal. And instead of be like, hey, listen, like, let me actually educate you. It's one thing to sit here and tell somebody like, hey, listen, like, I understand what you're saying, but that's not accurate. Let me educate you. Nothing wrong with educating somebody. But when you're constantly like just on one side of the fence, that's not education. Like you're just putting this person to the forefront and you're tearing the other person down. So if I sit here and give you the definition, or if I sit here and play into what you want me to do, all it's going to do is just cause more of a back and forth. I'm not going to win this argument because the panel is full of women. So they're all adhering to what you're saying because like you're fueling their fire to go against me. So it's me against all of y'all. At the end of the day, I'm not going to win this.
So let me ask you this: do you even think that is a space or an environment you should be in, even if even though you know hey, I may be right or I have something to offer?
Every space, like me or anybody who's detached from the hive mindset, you can be in all spaces. It's just about how, like, unfortunately, it's how you present things, whether or not you're able to back up everything that you're saying with facts, air quote facts. Like, what?
Because I have a problem with that, and this is going to
With
sound
facts? Or,
yeah, because in today's world that we live in, I feel like I said this on the pod. The only thing that I know to be true is death.
but that's why I say we're air quote facts. Because everything can be changed around. Like, statistics can all be manipulated to be viewed and skewed in one way.
But my problem is, though, is like the thing about it is I think people be like, oh, I want you to show me the facts. I want you to this, that, and the third. But I could show you the facts all day, but that's still, you will still not change your, you're still not going to change. You're going to be like, okay, so what?
Exactly.
And so that's what, I'm going to be honest, that's what like frustrates me and like what bothers me being detached from the hive mind. Like everything that we see, like, pandering, the like, just all of these different things, I'm able to see and hear rhetoric. I'm able to like understand and see like when somebody is trying to like, you know, basically manipulate some ways of think where it's not genuine. You get what I'm saying? It's like scripted. It's like you could tell. It's like oh, like they have a motive behind what they're doing. And it's like, let me ask you, how do you keep your, if at all, like how do you keep your mental health in check with that? Like, how do you still keep finding a way to stay, you know, unique in your mentality?
Unfortunately, I've always been like that. Like, whether or not I know it or not, like, I just genuinely don't. I look at things as how they are. Like, just like the example I said earlier, where answering the question, guy didn't like it, saying like, "Oh, I'm a simp." It's just how it is. Like, if I'm looking at the world and just how it is at presently at this moment, like, women are dating other guys, multiple guys at once. Like, and I'm not talking about sleeping with. Women will date multiple guys and sleep with one person. Men will date multiple women and sleep with all of them. This is a fact. This does happen. There are some guys that won't. They'll probably just sleep with one girl at a time. But genuinely, not generally, like, guys will have multiple women that they are sleeping with at the same time. So that doesn't make me a simp because I acknowledge what is reality. So I just try to stick to what's reality and what I actively see and know what's going on, instead of just be like, oh, what's all this and third? No, like.
Okay, so then to that part, then how do you stand confident in that?
That's just him. I guess I just am that way.
No, I'm asking though. I'm saying, so I say that because if you were truly confident in it, then you would fully be standing in who you are.
Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird. Some stuff is like I'm able to stand on. Other stuff I'm not. Like, if it don't got necessarily to do with me and how I view myself and shit like that, I know it's wild, but it's like prime example where you talk about at work earlier. I can be able to spoil my woman, but I'm cheap with myself. Yeah. That's just how I am. I very cheap with myself. Like, nah, I'll look at the price tag. That's too much. Can't do it. But then let it be my woman. I'll be like, all right, whatever you want, I got you. Because I love to be able to spoil my woman and make her feel good. So when it comes to me being confident, whether or not within myself or standing in something towards something else, those are, I do things differently. I don't know why. I don't know how. I just do. Make sense? No? Maybe so. No.
No, I get it. I get you.
Yeah, but individuality. What is your definition of individuality? can't stand Nate.
Individual. I just view. I don't know. To me, it's just like being your own individual. Just having your own, like, I don't know, just thinking for yourself, having your own, ideas. I don't know, just being one person.
I asked that because that's all still, like, that ties into the Hive mindset and what you were just asking me, like, how do I stand firm and stand confident in what I'm saying and what I'm doing and all that type of stuff. Because throughout my life growing up and all that type of stuff, like, everybody be like, oh, you're going to drink, you're going to smoke when you get to this age, or when you go to school, college, like all that. I didn't like being like everybody else. That shit pissed me off. Do not sit here and say I'm going to do this.
I'm like that too. It's actually funny you said that, because I used to be so against, like, smoking weed and doing all that stuff. But then I grew up and then I realized,
Everybody different. I don't judge the people that do it. Like, it's just, I don't like to feel like that you have to do this in order for you to be able to have fun, for you to be able to socialize, or just do the different things when it comes to life. Don't try to lump me in with everybody else and say I'm going to do this. No, I'm not.
I agree. I also feel like, though, I think that, so and this is still within the conversation, I think that we all do stuff because somebody else has done it, or because we have been influenced. I just think we frown upon certain activities or different things because for example, a lot of people do podcasts now. Why? Because they see it as a way to make money, and it's an outlet, and this, that, and the third. Because that is viewed as something good. Nobody says, oh, you're not being your own unique individual. But if it's like smoking or drinking or partying, it's, oh, you're just trying to be like everybody else, and da-da-da. But it's like we all have different ways of navigating and figuring out what's for us and what's not in life.
So when I said that, I wasn't necessarily saying that I view it as a negative.
No, I know you don't.
It's just a lot of times, like, when people like, my nephew, he's going to Howard in high school in Delaware. A lot of his friends is going to Mount. He's like, I don't want to go there because that's where my friends is going. I wanted him to go there because that's where I went. But he wanted to do the opposite. I did that exact same thing. Going into high school, a lot of my friends was going to Concord, Brandywine. They're like, oh, you should go here. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go here because this is where all y'all going. I don't want to do the exact same thing that everybody else is doing. There's some stuff I don't mind. But, like, when it goes to, like, drinking and smoking, if I wanted to do it, I'd have did it. Right. But due to the fact that everybody was doing it, I feel like now all y'all motherfuckers is dicky. Like, y'all trying to do the exact same shit.
But think about it. That's why I said what I said, because think about it. Everybody buy Jordans. Everybody buy Clark.
I probably got one pair of Jordans.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, I'm just naming the different. It's like, of course, people are going to do, like, we all are going to explore and do something. I think, now to your point, if a person is solely doing something because, hey, I just want to fit it, honestly, I'll be honest, let's keep it real. Anything we do, the first initial reaction, unless you're a kid, before you get, before you get, what's the word, indoctrinized into the world and being, an adult and all that. After that, everything you do, or every action or interest you take, or you thing you want to do, is because you want to connect. You want to feel a part of something. You want to be liked. You want to be like. Let's not just because your route may not be smoking or drinking or partying, because you're not the only person that has. I hear say sentiments like that. Just like a person may go play basketball, a person may go do football, a person may start join. We all do these different things to find a sense of self, but community. And I think like that's where things initially start off as. But what happens is now it grows to where I feel like where you become conscious, like, okay, am I doing this thing just to fit in? Am I doing this thing because I truly like it? Am I doing this thing?
And that's where my problem be. Yeah. The fact of the initial thought process. Are you doing this because this is what you want to do, or because everybody else is doing it?
I mean, but what I'm getting at, which I agree. But again, too, a lot of the times, then that was to my point. A lot of the times, if we're going through life and we deal with all these different emotions, we're going to want to do stuff that will connect us to people.
Yeah.
We're going to try different stuff. Like, for example, smoking weed. Like, I was so against smoking weed, but also at the same time, when I got to college, I'm like, I was so against it. I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to smoke it. Everybody that smoke weed is stupid. Now, my initial reason was to hang around people. Like, I feel like there's, again, to your point, I get what you're saying. It's essentially, it is what I wanted to do, because I feel like we kind of use an excuse of like, oh, because I want to be around, I want to hang out, I want to be like, it's still something that you want to do, even though it may be influenced by your surrounding.
Prime example, like me getting tattoos. My influence to getting tattoos was my brothers, like, because they had tattoos. Like, wanted to be like my brothers and everything. My oldest brother is like, yo, if I ever catch you drinking and smoking, I'm going to fuck you up. Noted. I'm scared of my brothers. Like, all right, I ain't gonna do that shit. As I got older, it was just, my mindset had changed towards like, okay, I'm playing basketball. I don't want to do that, and I feel like it's going to hinder my performance. Started to get older, people are all doing it left and right. Now it's like people starting to tell me, oh, when you get to college, you're going to start doing this, that, and the third. All right, now I don't like motherfuckers trying to put me in the same box as everybody else. Now, no, I'm not. Now it's about proving a point.
So that's what I was just gonna ask you, like, because I feel like it could kind of get to the point. I kind of used to be like that too. There's one thing about being different, but then I feel like there's a difference when you're uniquely different, but you're being different to prove a point, to say I am different.
And when it got to that point, it did turn from proving a point to I actually don't like drinking or smoking. Like, it was like a time where I tasted alcohol, like, and I'm like, yeah, nah, this not for me. Because one of my friends was like, oh, like, try this, please. Da-da-da-da. After begging me for grit, it was Sprite and vodka. Little small taste. I was like, disgusting. Never the fuck again. Like, weed. One of my other bros is like, bro, for my birthday, I need you to just take one hit for me. One hit. I'm like, all right. I find loopholes in a lot of things. I'm like, all right, I'll take a puff. Took a puff and I blew that shit the fuck out. He was sick.
So let me ask you this, right? And I'm not trying to steer you to like smoking or drinking, but like, you've never actually experienced what it's like to be high, what it's like to be under the influence. And it's not to say
I've experienced being high, just not through marijuana.
You took perks, so you know what it's like.
I ain't take no fucking perky.
Why you say it like that?
Well, I ain't take no perky, because I did.
What did you take?
Nothing.
How was you high?
You can be high off of life. I just have energy.
Yeah, you can be high off life. I've been high off life. I think, so what I'm getting at is, I'm in this space in life where I value experiences, because guess what? Experiences is what makes you relatable.
Right.
I smoke, I drink, I party, I enjoy doing all that shit. I also meditate. I also put my feet in grass. I also do that. Like, I also love to read. I also love to watch ratchet TV. I also love to watch news and documentaries and things. I'm a very well-rounded person. And sometimes my thing is I just feel like when you don't have certain experiences, it makes you less relatable, and therefore your views and opinions on things will be a little different versus someone who actually has experience or has experienced that thing. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, okay, I've actually done this. I've actually know what this is like. I can really, kind of say, I can give my feedback because I've been on both sides. To whereas some people might hear a person that has never smoked and they look at it as like they're being judged because like you don't understand, you don't feel what it is, why I'm doing it. So, but I just say that to say, like, I think sometimes, like, in life, you shouldn't, it's okay to have experiences. Like have an experience. Like if you decide, hey, I wanna try see what it feel like to smoke weed. That's okay. Like to have that experience. Like I don't think you should always be like, well, everybody got tattoos, everybody got a house, everybody got a car, everybody got a job, everybody, you know. So are you?
No, and that's why certain things was like, if that's what I want to do, it's not for a simple purpose of this what they're doing. It's something I want. I like tattoos. I like the way that they look. That's why I have them, and that's why I'm getting more. Not because of what everybody else doing. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Like you don't have tattoos. Am I going?
But to your point, it started. You wanted tattoos to begin with because somebody else.
No.
You said because
no. Yeah, because my brothers, like, they did have an influence on me.
Yeah,
that's where it first started off.
Exactly.
But I didn't end up getting it until later on, where I was like, I like them.
Everybody is influenced by something. It's what I'm just getting at. Like everybody is gonna do something because everybody's gonna do something because they see something. How else you gonna? Honestly, truth be told, how you gonna know what you want to do unless you see it?
Yeah, no, and I get that, and that's why I say, like, when it comes to the whole tattoos thing and with everything else, yes, my influence was my brothers, like seeing them having and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I fuck with that. Did I get it during the time? No, I was too young. When I got older, like, then it was like, okay, do I still want tattoos? Like, now it's my choice, now that I have the opportunity to. And I was like, yeah, I do. I like how they look. Like, I want it. So, therefore, I got tattoos. Granted, initially, yes, the influence was my brothers. But it took time for me to be able to really be able to make this decision on whether or not I'm able to get it or not. So, certain things is a instant type thing. Certain stuff isn't. So, like drinking and smoking, that will be an instant type situation to be able to do. Because even kids younger, like they be out here smoking and drinking, so it don't even fucking matter age no more. But that stuff, it was just, like I said, it was to prove a point at one point in time. And then after that, it was just more so like, yeah, that's not me. Like, I know like the type of person I am. I'm more a chill, laid back person. I'm like, I'm cool off of it. I haven't done it for this long. I truly don't care to try to do it. I'm alright.
So let me ask you this: like, if you and your wife and like, and she's like, "Oh, babe, like, let's go get high, let's get drunk." Like, would you be like, "Nah," like, or would you be open to having that experience with?
I won't say no, like, cause I don't know what my mindset will be by that time. I did say when I get married, I will take my first drink. If you get invited, it's like nah. But I did say that I will have my first drink, like champagne, wine, whatever it is. I do it with my wife. It'll be on our wedding day. What happens after that? Who knows? Like, if I do drink, it'll probably be more of the fruity drinks, like that has some alcohol in it, but it tastes like juice. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to completely write it out. And smoking, I might say, oh, I don't want to smoke, but I'll probably do Eddie's. And nothing's impossible for a possible. People will understand. Those who know, they know.
Nothing's impossible.
It's from Kim Possible. Nothing's impossible for a possible.
You know, it's funny. That used to be Disney Channel used to be one of my like. Question. So, damn, I just had it and then I lost it. I was about to ask about. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. You got anything right now?
So to play off of this nigga Nate, bro. To play off the last point, lead into this, like, and what we were just talking about, peer validation. A lot of times, like when we were just discussing, we do things to fit in, to be like everybody else and whatnot. A lot of times, like even when it comes to the Hive mindset, that's still a part of it. Like, you don't want to be an outlier, so therefore some people just stay a part of it. They don't want to be ostracized. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people just follow part of the crowd, like being like what the hell? Like why?
You know, truth be told, as we're having this conversation, and like I'm also I visualize things as well as people speak. Truth be told, everybody is a part of the Hive mindset, and if you choose to, like, we pick and choose when we want to be one or the other. Because think about it, in order to truly survive, you have to be a part of a community. A part of a community have to have the same mind. They have to, like, it's just really about which hive are you connected to. Like, at some point, like, it's always going to be like a back and forth. Like, you may be an outlier in this, because unless you just truly going to just go find some part of the world where you just going to be by yourself and build and do everything, and maybe you come across one other woman and then y'all start, like, you literally go back to Adam and Eve times, like, you really would not be able to survive without being, like, a part of a hive mentality. Maybe not in every aspect, but, like, for example, holidays, or like just certain common courtesies, or like showing up to work on time. All of these different things are part of a collective mentality. We all have collectively agreed that this is the way things should be. But then, you know, it's points in time in our journeys where we do stray away from the common collective consensus of this is how this world would be. I think the outliers, our job and our responsibility is to create the new. I think what is happening now is that people have been having a problem with the common collective hive mind, and now that's why you have the different outliers, because it's not getting, you get what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's my thought right now. What is your feedback on that?
I can see exactly where you're coming from, like, because when you do have a specific thought process and others agree with that, it essentially does create another hive mindset of collective of people that have that same thought process. Like, I think it's because of the viewpoints when it comes to the sphere of that hive mindset, how a lot of it is causing a division. Like, in our like, when it comes to men and women, when it comes to the world, like, granted, there's a lot of stuff that's going to divide us, but on a foundational level, when it, like, a lot of the debates that's being talked about right now is the debate of a man and a woman. What makes a man? What makes a woman? Our roles? Are there roles? Like, who makes more money? Who's this, that, and the third? Like,
let me ask you, why do you think that is, like, the biggest thing going on right now? Like,
because it's what's being pushed. Like,
why do you think that is?
America is a corporation. It allows people. When you're able to control a specific group of people, they're able to make more money. Like, prime example, people not going to like what I'm going to say. The government, their purpose is to control the woman. Why? Because if you take away the men, what happens? We're able to make more money off of the women, because who buys more, like, sales wise? Women spend more. Make it seem like women make more money, therefore who's the breadwinner? Women. It's hard to really tell, but if you go and look at stuff right now, if you look online, like, especially in the black community, men and women average make the same amount, around 50K. But yet they want us to know, or they want us to think, that the women make more money. Women are more educated. Okay, yeah, y'all go to college more, but then you're also being in debt more. That don't necessarily mean that you're going to make more money, because most people, no matter who you are, you come out with that degree. That doesn't guarantee a job. That doesn't guarantee that you're going to make that said money that you think that you're going to make going into that career. You got to start at the bottom as well. It takes time to reach that said money that you think you're going to make. It's not that doesn't always happen. There's not enough jobs in America for you to do that, unless you're going to have your own practice, whatever it is. So the more that they can be able to try to take the man out and put more power into the woman, the more that they can make more money. Like it's all about money. And I can be proven wrong. That's perfectly fine.
So I do. And so I look at it a little deeper than that because I know money is nothing. We are the money. And people, if you haven't figured that out yet, like we are. That's what like. I definitely agree that it's about the control of women, but I look at it as a little deeper. I also look at the fact of, so this is where I start to move past the lower level, like men versus women, and understanding why it is important for us to protect our black women, because you have to understand. It's crazy. I seen this Instagram post the other day. You know it only takes 3 generations to wipe out blackness?
Explain.
It literally, if a white person and a black person get together, they have a biracial baby.
Right.
And let's say that biracial baby decides to only date white the rest of the after that baby, their kids will be, it's only
it's only 25%.
Yeah, it's only 25%, and then that next
only 15.
No, you're
no,
just
not even
complete.
15.
You're gone. You're white. Your whole like I seen the video. And I seen that, and it was talking about, you know, this is, you know, da-da-da. But then I thought to myself, on the flip side as well, if it only takes 3 generations to wipe out the black, that same would obviously apply.
It goes the opposite direction.
Exactly. That's all another topic. That's why I don't get caught up in race, because you never really know. That's a whole nother conversation. But I say all that to say, the black woman is the most powerful person on this planet. Period.
Yes.
All of the cures, all of the everything, like, so I say that to say, when you look at them promoting this this dialogue of getting us to hate each other, then on top of that, you're taking away the abortion rights, because guess what? Now you're removing men from the home who are here to protect these women, and now you take away my ability to control whether I have this child.
That's why I say the things that I say. Like, I ain't dive deeper into it, but it's a whole game to them. It's deeper than what is just like, oh, masculinity and femininity. It's deeper than a lot of this stuff. And people, they hear what I say and they listen to respond instead of listening to understand. And when I say certain stuff, I'm not necessarily trying to speak on it on a surface level, but it's like, somewhere we got to start. We got to start somewhere. If the only thing that can be controlled, like, to me, like, I love my women so much. I'm like, hey, listen, you actually need to be protected. So therefore, you got to have standards for yourself. Don't put yourself in certain positions, because there are going to be guys that's over here that's going to try to play you. There's going to be a lot of niggas that's going to try to hurt you, that's going to try to break you in any type, way, shape, or form. Don't allow that to happen. Don't just give yourself to anybody. Don't give your womb to anybody. Don't do this and the third. I say these things because it's about protecting them. Not trying to downgrade them. Not trying to say, oh, this, that. Nah, I'm saying this shit because you need to know this. Like, I know exactly what's going to happen when it comes to the female mind. Like, when it comes to weight. Like, women already struggle with losing weight. Like, their hormones go up and down all the time. They get bloated, all that type shit. As they get older, their ability to lose weight drops down. So when I say, hey, I already know you're going to start looking at yourself way differently once you gained weight, and you're going to start to, like, feel bad because you can't fit in the same dress that you used to. I'm trying to say, hey, it's better for you as a person, as a woman, to keep yourself healthy. Not for a man, but for you. Because later on, your mindset is going to change how you view yourself. You're going to start to become more depressed. Your hormones is going to start to go haywire. Once you get to a certain age, now you go through menopause. Now you're having heat flashes. Now you're going through a lot of shit. We can get deep into it. We can have a woman here and get deep into what they go through. But when I say this shit, it's a problem because it's coming from a man. But if a woman says the exact same thing that I'm saying, it's going to be perfectly fine.
I agree, but here's a caveat to that. you be speaking to deaf ears. You're not speaking to women. You're not speaking to. Remember the video? That's literally all I thought about. Because think about it. If nobody, like, a woman would understand that.
Yeah.
A woman wouldn't even be bothered or offended. A woman, like, it's just more so, I just truly view it like you have to learn you have to learn your audience. You have to learn who's around you. Because this goes back to that point of, because I'm saying this because I do it myself. I can hear this sense of resentment because, like, I'm showing you, I'm telling you, I'm literally trying to help you, and and it's like you resent it. But this is what the Outliers Challenge is right now, because this is a collective thing. You're not the only one. I'm not the only one. Everybody right now that is on the outside is literally going through the same thing in different ways. Our challenge, our lesson is to still hold that space of knowledge, still hold this space of high level, whatever you want to call it, enlightenment, with awareness, without resentment. It's to be able to still show compassion, because guess what? We're about to come into the times where all of this bullshit, everything we're doing is about to be what's like, people are going to be seeking real information. People are going to be seeking emotional intelligence. People are going to be seeking, because guess what? This world is being fucked up.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to sit around, oh, I'm worried about the latest of this drama. I'm worried about Carisha, please. I'm worried about 50-50. I'm worried about this, and polygamy and this, that, and the third. And But yeah,
man,
this world is going to shit, and you didn't want to hear about mental health. You didn't want to hear about therapy. You didn't want to hear about learning about this. You didn't want to hear about, breaking away from this system. You didn't want to hear about, everybody wanted to take the Hive mentality, which 2020. Biggest example of, like, Hive mentality. But the thing about it is like, our challenge and, like, lesson is to just, like I said, because I seen it coming up in you, and, like, I hear it, I got to do it myself. We're passionate about what we believe in. We're passionate about it. But it's like detaching from those opinions to where we now become, like, we trying to prove a point. We miss hearing, like, what these people actually need. We have this awareness, so how are we going to use it to provide these solutions?
Yeah, and that's why a lot of times, even when I go on the lives, sometimes I'll be trying to check myself, like, before I respond and react, because I'm getting to a point where I'm becoming more and more emotionally intelligent, where I'm like, certain stuff I used to care about how people respond or how they view me. Now I'm like, I know how it's going to make me be viewed. I don't care. Not saying that's good or bad, but it's like me, I'm not trying to fight with it on trying to be viewed a certain type of way. No, I know it's going to make me be looked at this way, and I'm okay with that. So me accepting the space. And so even when I go on the lives, I know what I'm going to say is probably going to make somebody feel some type of way. So I'm just accepting what I say might make you feel this way, but do you hear what I'm saying? Or are you hearing me to respond to me?
So let me ask you this, being with the awareness. So let me ask you this. Would you say you're able to be aware when somebody is just listening to respond?
A good amount of times I'm hearing, like, based off of just, like, the response, like, immediately, and them being triggered from what I'm saying. Prime example, I wasn't trying to say one for one, but when I had said men have periods too, like women, immediately they went crazy. But I stated before then that I'm not stating that men have the bodily, like, periods that women go through and this and the third. I'm not trying to compare it one for one. I'm saying on the emotional side of things, where men go through their days of their emotions dropping and rising and stuff like that. Men start high with their testosterone levels being good. As the day goes on, it drops. Our emotion starts to vary and all that. They heard me say the word period and women. Immediately, it didn't matter what else the fuck I was saying. You heard what you wanted to hear and immediately responded. You listened to respond and not listened to understand. That's it.
But what I'm getting at though is,
Do I recognize when they're doing it?
Yeah. But do you? So, essentially, what I'm trying to get at is, you could be aware of that, but then you still feed into it, and you have to get to the point where you don't feed into it. Because remember where I said it then becomes to the point where it's like now you're defending your person. Like it in a sense, it'll even though you're not verbally saying, "Hey, I'm a good person," and that's not what. Your argument is you defending your person, and that's what I mean by that.
And sometimes, and that's why I say I'll be having to check myself, because I'm not all the way there, but I be catching myself in other times where it's like, oh damn, like I feel like I'm defending myself, but a lot of times, like no, like my thing is that I'm trying to defend what I'm saying, not necessarily defend, but I'm giving you the reasonings on why I'm saying this, not based off of how I feel, but based off of what's reality.
Right.
And so therefore, even when I came to that, I didn't say this and I didn't feel like I needed to defend myself. I'm like, hey, listen, hold on. Let me cook. Just listen to me. Like, and then as I started to talk, it was a different woman that was hearing me, and then she was like, maybe he's talking about the emotional side of things and not necessarily just the bodily part. I'm like, yeah, that's what I said at the very fucking beginning, but all right. As when another woman chimes in and starts to try to calm everybody else down, then it's like, okay, cool. Like,
that's why
men shouldn't speak on women.
No.
Check yourself.
Nah.
Check yourself.
I feel like that's why. Have you seen The Woman King yet?
Is that the one with the lady from off of the Black Panther movie? Maybe I'm thinking about a different joint. Didn't know.
You need to watch it. But I think that's why it's important. We truly want to, I think it's important for men, and both a man and a woman, to have to be a unified front, and to showcase and have these type of dialogues, and to have showcase emotional intelligence and emotional awareness. I think that.
I got a question.
What's up?
So everything that's been talked about, that's going back and forth, masculinity, femininity, who does what, this and the third, gender roles, all that. If everything was free, and all you had to do was just grow your own food and all that type stuff, build your own home, all that, everything was free. You didn't have to pay for nothing. Including medical, didn't have to pay for nothing. Will we still be having these arguments, these conversations?
Fuck no.
Yes.
Why you say yes?
I've come to realize that once you truly understand this is the whole point of this. There will always be light and darkness. There will always be opposites. There will always be. So, truth be told, I realize as well, there are people who live in that reality where everything is free and they live life freely and da-da-da-da. Granted, yeah, we still use the same tools, but essentially in their mind, they're free. As to where, to the flip side, but in order for that to exist, you got to have poverty. You got to have, life is.
But if there was no concept of the dollar bill, the coin, none of that stuff, and all was just we're living off of the land.
How you think we got to this point? Because we started off like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it still wasn't, if we still lived off of that, would we still have the conversations now? Because now we got rid of the financial aspect, so therefore we can't go back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. Before we got to all of this, we started off as that. It is it's literally going to forever. There's always going to be, I look at it as this. There's going to be the point where everything is all peaceful. Then there's going to be the point
so
where. So
back then, do you think that they had these conversations that was going on now?
When it first started, no, it was like heaven on earth. They went to your point. And what I'm saying is that's how it started. But what I'm saying is we already been there. That's why we're here, because we've already been there.
Yeah,
now
evolution.
We're going through this to figure out how to get back to there, a new way. because somewhere along the lines, some pride, ego, the human different emotions, all of these different things, light and darkness, like however you just choose to like look at it.
Somebody who got into a position that realized how to be able to manipulate people to be able to make money and a profit off of them. Because once the thing is, there was a bartering system
That's
at
what
one
I'm
point.
getting. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think people. Yes, somebody got into a position to manipulate it and da 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 da. But there will always be a work. Like in order for anything, somebody has to do. There will always be a bartering system. Money just made it easy to manipulate and like to.
Yeah.
There is no real value in that. The people is always the value. You need people, a country, a society. You are nothing without the people.
Yeah, you trade something for something else, whether or not it's your time for your effort, or this for that, like money for a phone. Like it's always going to be something. Like back in the day, they used to trade rice for what was it, wool. Like depending on where you lived at, all that type of stuff, whatever was tough to get, you trade what you had for something else.
That all like that is based off of the value of it. Again, it goes back to the people. The people. It takes someone to know how to do this with the rights. It takes another person. That's where the value of it and it comes from. It just so happens that there's only. It's like you said to your point. There's somebody again, pride and greed. I don't think money itself is bad. I think the idea of it and its intention probably started off as like something great to help and make it easy to trade with this country and that country and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But then again, light and darkness. Some people you slowly have a person who may not agree with that. They were an outlier. They had a different idea of what they wanted. And then
somebody got to a position that wanted to manipulate and control and be able to get more power. That darkness. That darkness took over. It was the devil.
I truthfully feel like the devil is just our shadow side of humanity. Our collective bad, our collective, sins. This is essentially how I look at it. I feel like people who blame stuff on like, oh, the devil made me do it. No, it was your inner thoughts. You have negative inner thoughts, and that's what made you. That's what fueled that. That's what like. We're not gonna get into all that today. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. Anything else? Any final thoughts? Any?
Did you ever remember what you was gonna ask?
I forgot.
Did I have anything else? Let me see. Oh, this would be my final question. What are the mental health implications from the whole Hive mindset?
Now, when you say implications, what do you mean?
What are some of the drawbacks?
Drawbacks. Feeling isolated. Lack of confidence. Insecurities. Dumbing yourself down or like downplaying yourself.
Motherfucker, is you trying to describe me at this moment? Like, what the fuck is up? Is this? Why is everybody trying to come after me today?
Did I not tell you though? Like
you are literally the third person to come after me today. Nate, what's up with today? Like my mouth already hurts from my goddamn tooth.
That's why they're doing it, because you can't talk back.
Like, I need to take me a fucking pill for my damn tooth because it's already hurting. It's irritating me. And motherfuckers want to come after me today. I think I'm going to start kicking motherfuckers in their goddamn neck.
You know what I like to call that? Alignment.
Yeah, I'm going to align every single one of y'all up and I'm going to kick y'all in your necks. Stop fucking playing with me. That's going to be the most alignment that's going to happen.
I mean, but honestly, truthfully not. Like, yeah, what was the question again? You kind of threw me off a little bit. You said, what are the implications of the Hive mindset?
What is the mental health implications of the Hive mindset?
I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest things is that I feel like I be going crazy. Like sometimes I truly understand the depths of mental health and how bad it can get. I truly can understand and see why people can be suicidal, why there are people who have committed suicide. I truly understand that. I truly understand people who are like schizophrenic, paranoid, like all of these different things. When you decide to start thinking for yourself, these are all of the different things that you will experience and go through, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. Like, I'm okay with saying, like, yeah, I've been suicidal. Now, would I actually have do it? No. But, like, I have had suicidal thought, like, or been, like, in that type of place, like, just out of body, just not, like, I do deal with depression. I do deal with anxiety. I do be paranoid. I do overanalyze every situation in a room that I walk into based off of how I'm perceived. I do have, like, this, you know, just this pressure on my back. Like, if I do something wrong, something's bad is going to happen.
Right.
So those are all of the different things. But to the flip side, that's why we talk to other people. That's why we find community. That's why we meditate. That's
what we gotta get back to. Find a community with each other.
Yeah, that's what we're moving to. That's why I smoke me a blunt. Maybe more than I should. Like I have no shame in that. Like,
nah, I'm laughing because of like,
like, granted, like, I don't have to smoke as much as I do. I choose.
That's a choice.
I make that conscious choice. I tell myself, I use it. Oh yeah, I need to, but I truly don't have to. Like, but that's my vice and what I choose to do to, like, you know, keep myself, like, level-headed. I smoke me a blunt, like, I'll be sitting there having, like, I'll just be thinking. That's my time to, like, think and come up with these brilliant ideas and this, that, and the third. And, like, that's where I, like, heal myself. Like, so ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad about it. Because guess what? Even when I'm high as fuck, you still not competing with me at my bare minimum. Like, you still not, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Talk your shit. It's time to ore farm, king.
But I feel like, you know, it's always gonna be an ebb and flow. Like, some days it's like you said, you feel an insecure week, and then you have a great conversation, and then you back, you know.
Ready to kick niggas in their necks.
Like, I know who the fuck I am. I'm Traumaless.
Yeah, you're gonna be Traumalessly over there with a fucking foot in your neck.
What about you?
Cause they was aggressive with me today, so I gotta be aggressive with them. No, it's never too late. You know, I'm petty. Don't play with me.
I mean, I was finna say, what do you think? But I think I spoke for the both of us when I gave that final answer. So, I mean, I don't got nothing more.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. If you like this episode, please make sure that you follow, like, comment, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms at Traumaless Podcast. If you'd like to support, make sure that you go to the website at www.traumalessapparel.com or donate to the Traumaless Cash App at officially Traumaless. Please join the conversation by dropping your thoughts, comments, and advice. We would love to hear from you. Again, I'm your host, JR. It's my co-host, Pat. Stay tuned to the next episode.
You know what would be cool? I really love the intro and the outro. I just wish you would speed it up and give me like that. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Traumaless Podcast.
You want me to speed that up?
Yes, that it would make it so. You know what I'm talking. You get what I'm saying. You know the voice. Like, this episode has been brought to you by another episode of like that. I don't know.
I'm about to try right now.
I don't know if you could talk fast.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. If you like this episode, please make sure that you follow, like, comment, and subscribe to all.
Like, it don't gotta be super fast, but you get what I'm saying. It kind of make, cause you just be like, you know,
cause I'm not. First off, I'm not trying to mess up, and then also I want them to hear it.
They hear you. You have a very deep voice. It's just more so like that's another. You like the little Allstate. Don't worry about it.
Allstate.
What's it called at the end of the commercial?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you for calling 1-800.
Well, then they can always speed it up.
Nah.
I mean, I could.
See?
But I know.
You just want to hear from me.
Yeah, because I know how to talk fast.
Well, if I get my joint down packed, no issues, no concerns.
Jill's got the beats.
And we came to turn it up. And it ain't over, so just hang over till the gang is out. Get the bacon, shake and bounce, and the shake and break and make it money till the bank is out. And the shorty keep him busy with it, keep it dizzy with it. Love it when she getting jiggy with it, and she throw it all around, trying to spin around, but it ain't over till it's over. We ain't finished now. And she winning now, getting figures now. Tell her get them now, put it in her mouth. I'ma hit it now, hit it, split it, kick her out. Put her in the crowd, shouting what it's all about. In the midst of the mischief, this kid just did did it different. Taking pictures with my friends and all my sisters. A couple blisters from the Vicks. I couldn't get it, but still I put it on my mind. Now it's time, let's bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And it's about time, so let's bounce. Let's bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And it's about time, so let's bounce. Let's bounce. And it's about time, so let's bounce. And it's about time, so let's bounce. Ooh, and we about to take it out, cause we came to shut it down. Ain't no waiting around. All the shaking, breaking, bouncing now. We be making moves, so groove, the whole crew is out. And the shorty getting busy with it, keep it dizzy with it. Love it when she getting.
Other people are trying to do, like, no offense to them if they want to be popular on social media and use that as a catalyst to whatever they want to do, right? But for me, it has never been about the likes and the comments. I was excited when I got 750 followers on TikTok. My friends will tell you I was so genuinely excited. I said, well, damn. Like, I'm literally not even, like, I'm just on here just running my mouth, like, talking about things that I find exciting. And, like, 750 people listening to that was like, damn, that's a lot. Like, I had 1,000 followers, and I asked my friends if they wanted to go out to dinner. Like, I thought it was, like, something to celebrate. Like,
Absolutely.
I didn't care about, I still don't, like, about it, like, in the way.
Yeah, just like the commute, because I work at the Philly airport, so trying to get in the morning time, trying to get out of Philly, getting down there, and then even try to go home, because I lived in Godfrey, so it's just without traffic, it's like a 30-minute drive, smooth, but it's always traffic. So therefore, 45 minutes to damn near an hour. Like, I don't like traffic. I ain't have to deal
The
with
traffic has
like
never
that.
been this bad.
Yeah, so
No, it's terrible. Rush hour starts at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
No, seriously,
like
it's never
that's why
been
it's like
this
for
bad.
me, it's like, yeah, nah, I can't do with this. Too many people on top of each other. I don't like being crowded. All that. That's why I'm like, yeah, no, I'm cool off Philly.
I get it. Big
But
cities,
otherwise,
yeah.
like I know that it is a lot to do in Philly. Like, people love coming to Philly because it's a lot. It's just too much for me. Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
might not
Go
be for
ahead,
everybody.
continue.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's
No,
what
that
podcasts do.
That threw the whole. We were locked in, and then he said that we went left. No, I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to go.
I'm like, I'm from Philly. He like, what?
I hate Philly. I said, whoa. Does he not know who he's with right now? Like, I'm like the deputy mayor at this point.
Planted on the forehead. Like, what?
Muffin.
Philly tattoo right here. Like, what's happening?
Muffin.
Bro, what?
Y'all was about to jump me because
No, we wasn't even gonna jump
y'all
because
was
I feel
gonna
like
jump
that's
me.
the stereotype of like I just think that in this season in my life, I'm not spending no time where I ain't celebrated, where I ain't won it. You said you hate Philly. I feel like you hated me. I was ready to go.
I don't really be having no issues with Philly people like that. It's just once you start driving, now that's when I have an issue.
Okay, that's
Okay.
I can
I feel that way about LA, so I get it. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
I can accept that. The traffic is terrible.
traffic is terrible.
I can
It's
accept that.
overpriced. You know.
Dirty too.
All right. Like,
Start to drink.
I'm gonna
See?
move us along. I'm gonna move us along.
Go ahead, get us something.